How's it going, guys? Ghostface Fanatic coming at you with another video. In this video, we'll be talking about Roman Bridger and talking about how I think he's underrated. So let's get into it. So, obviously, you guys know that I think that Scream 3 as a film is very underrated and it's unappreciated a lot of times. And the reason being why it's so unappreciated in my eyes is because there was only one killer that got revealed. But if you guys read in between the lines, there was actually two killers. But Roman Bridger in that film was so underrated because I just felt like he was the smartest out of all the killers. Now, the reason being is because obviously he wore a bulletproof vest. Obviously, we know that he faked his own death. Like he had fake blood and all that stuff. And I just feel like he's a very underrated killer, and people just don't give him a lot of credit because Scream 3 just doesn't get a lot of love. And the movie, inside of a movie, that idea to me was just so great. It was just such a great idea, in my opinion. Such a great idea. I really enjoyed that aspect um, of that film. And it's a film that you could watch over and over and over again, totally. But it's definitely gets hate because of the story, obviously because of the Maureen Prescott. They talk about Sydney's mom, Maureen, in the whole film, which I didn't mind at all. It makes a lot of sense because it's the third installment and you have to establish, you have to, go that some direction, because if the first film, 1996, we find out that, okay, that Cotton Weary got framed, right, for the murder. Obviously, it was Billy and Stu that actually killed Maureen Prescott, and it was Cotton Weary that got framed, and he went to prison for it. And basically, Maureen Prescott is not in that film, obviously. She's only got a picture in Scream 1996, but in Scream 2, she's not either. But in Scream 3, she has a bigger role, a bigger part. Like, she's not in the film, but there is like a ghost of her in the film in Scream 3. And I just thought it was a great touch, for a Scream film, especially given the fact that it was, going to be the finale. I mean, you would think that people would appreciate that, especially the ending, when the door opens. Um, when the door opens and that that symbolizes that Sydney is not afraid no more. She's gonna let people back into her life basically, and that was supposed to be the finale. Now people say that well they should have kept it at screen, they should have been the last one. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I love this franchise. I'm so passionate about this franchise, and Scream as a film needs to keep continuing, honestly, you know, as they are. They are going to continue. Obviously, we're getting Scream 6. If that does go, we're going to get a Scream 7. I already know we're going to get a Scream 7 anyways, but we're going to get a trilogy. But my point is that Roman Bridger, the way that he faked his own death, got me thinking that there's no way that he was the killer in Scream 3. Like, I just didn't think that he was until he came he got revealed at the end. He unmasked, and I was like, oh my gosh, no way he's the killer. And that's what I was thinking to myself. And it was crazy that he ended up being the killer at the end. He faked his own death, and people, don't give him enough credit. And I think that he was the smartest, like, Ghostface killer, like, out of all the killers, honestly. Um, he was the only one that wore a bulletproof vest, as I said. He's the only one that had a voice changer that sounded like other people. He could, mimic, Bree Prescott's voice, Sydney's voice, Dewey's voice, and all that stuff. And I just thought it was a nice touch for a Scream film. And you may ask, well, how come we don't How come we don't know? Like, how come that Sydney didn't know she had a brother? Well, you know what, man? There's a lot of people that you just don't know stuff, and a lot of people that just don't know, like, who their mother or who their, family is. Some people are just don't know at all, and stay away from, their mothers, obviously, and they just don't know that they have another family member. So it could have been that, you know what I mean? That's probably the real reason why she didn't really know she had a brother. But, and a lot of people say, well, how did they get new tech? How the hell did they have technology back in those days? And that kind of technology? Well, if you guys don't know, they had robots in the 80s. I mean, seriously. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they had back in the day, like technology, like a little tech. It wasn't like crazy technology, but it was, they had actual robots back in the 80s. So, I mean, come on. I mean, stuff like people could say that the voice changer. I honestly like the voice changer. The voice changer was probably the best part. Um, but I just feel like Roman as a a killer and his motives and all that, like, I guess were pretty good in my eyes. They're really good. Obviously, Scream 3 as a film, as I said, it's a film that I could watch millions and millions of times. Like, and I feel like Roman had a bigger part in Scream 1996 than we think. Um, Obviously because he told Billy and Stu to kill, you know, Maureen Prescott. So, and that's the reason why I just believe that he's just the best killer. He's my favorite, Ghostface killer. People may disagree and say that, Mickey was pretty good. Yeah, Mickey was good. But Roman, man, he was the smartest. He was the smartest killer, like all the killers, as I said. And he just had a nice touch, you know, to the films, or to Scream 3. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. And let me know what you guys think about Roman Bridger as a killer, and about, like, what this. Give me your guys' thoughts, because I think he's very underrated. He doesn't get appreciation, and you know, I just feel like he's the best killer out of all the killers in the franchise. Um, just let me know in the comment section what you guys think about Scream 3 and Roman as a killer. Let me know what you guys think about, the whole voice changer thing in Scream 3. If you guys like it, if you guys disliked it, just comment down below. I'm not going to hate none of y'all, for your opinions. We could agree to disagree. That's what this community is about. We could agree to disagree about stuff, We don't always have to, we don't always have to agree with each other. And that's perfectly fine, But for me, I think Roman's the best. So, with that being said, guys, let me know in the comments, as I said, what you guys think about all that in the voice changer. And be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you stay up to date with my future uploads, and you guys stay notified. With that being said, this is Ghostface Fanatic signing off. Peace.